Good evening. Today is October 14th, 2025. Welcome to the San Marino Unified School District Board of Education meeting. Here's our board president, C. Joseph Chang.
Hello, everyone. Right now at the 7:06 p.m., I'm called to the order for tonight open section. First of all, there's nothing to report for the closed section for the motion. First of all, call to the order, Mr. Song.
Here.
Mrs. Ryan.
Present.
Mrs. Gear.
Here.
Mr. Chen. Here. Student board member, Mr. Book.
Here.
As you know, the Joanna Lam excused tonight. 6A, Pledge of Allegiance. I would like to turn it over to Dr. Dina Richter to introduce our student who is leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, President Chang. Tonight, we have the honor of welcoming an outstanding Valentine Viking who is also the Fall Student Council President, Yuri Filosov, to join us this evening and lead the board in the salute to the flag and share a little bit about himself and a little bit about his school. So Yuri, if you'd like to join us up at the podium, please come up. And thank you for being here.
Good evening. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Superintendent Dr. Delatorre, Board President Chang, distinguished board members, the executive team, and all those in attendance tonight. My name is Uri Filosov, and I'm a fifth grade Viking at Valentine Elementary School. I am joined here by my principal, Mrs. McAlpine, my teacher, Miss Joyce, and my dad, Alon Filosov. I have attended school at Valentine Elementary for 7 years. I am the newly elected president of the Valentine Student Council. This year, the Student Council plans to do a food drive to help give food and supplies to people in need. When we did this last year, we donated so much food that we filled the Friends Indeed warehouse. I'm so excited to show our community how helpful Valentine School is. Fifth grade is a lot of responsibility, but also a lot of fun. This year, I look forward to the Griffith Observatory field trip and the end-of-year activities. The Fall Fair is fifth grade's favorite event. Every year, there are carnival games and rides. Kids love the silly string and confetti eggs. This year, students had a blast dunking the Little League coaches at the dunk tank. In September, we had Lunch with a Loved One. Lunch with a Loved One is a day where loved ones can come visit their students and can bring them different food from what they usually have at lunch. Us kids love having our parents at school and eating with them on this special day. Last Friday, we also had the Proud to Be Me event. Students learned about hidden disabilities such as Tourette's, ADHD, and autism, and physical disabilities such as hearing and vision impairments. The purpose of the event is to build awareness, tolerance, and foster empathy towards students with disabilities that create challenges to classroom learning. We also had service and therapy dogs visit during lunch. It was such a great school community event. Tonight, as I welcome you to San Marino Unified District Board meeting, I would like to pay respect to our country and our flag. Please join me as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand quietly and respectfully. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Yuri, before you sit down,
present you with a certificate of appreciation for joining us here this evening, leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance and telling us all about how wonderful it is to be a Valentine Viking. So thank you so much. You're very articulate. We were so happy to hear all about Valentine. This certificate reads, in sincere appreciation for leading the Board of Education in the Pledge of Allegiance, at their regularly scheduled meeting held on October 14th, 2025. So we're going to present you with this, and we're going to take a photograph with the Board of Education and also your principal, but we can do this one first and then get you, and the next one and the parents, yes. Oh, and teachers, yes. 1, 2, 3. More. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's get the parents and then teachers. Any other family here? Yes. Yes, we have this. Okay, here we go. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Next, 6B, approve of agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, Mr. Song.
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan,
Aye.
Mrs. Gill,
Aye.
Mr. Chen, aye, and the student board member Book. Aye. Motion carry. Six C, approve of minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the September 23rd, 2025 regular board meeting?
Move to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, Mr. Song,
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan,
Aye.
Mrs. Gill,
Aye.
Mr. Chen, aye, and the student board member Book. Aye. Motion carry. 7, San Marino Unified School District Spotlight. A, San Marino High School 2026 Tournament of Rose Royal Call Recognition. I would like to turn it over to Principal Orr to introduce our Rose Court.
Thank you, President Chang, members of the board, Dr. Delatorre and cabinet. I'm very pleased this evening to be able to introduce 3 very talented young ladies from San Marino High School who were Rose Court finalists this year and really got robbed at the end. Okay. You girls should all be princesses and one of you should be the queen. But we can just pretend like you are tonight. Okay. So I'm going to call each of you up, and I believe Dr. Delatorre has something to give each of you here. So first, I'd like to introduce Danica Lee.
Woo-woo. Woo-woo.
Danica, like all 3 young ladies, is an athlete at San Marino High School. She's one of our aquatic athletes. She also has a 3.58 GPA this year, and she's also one of our office aides. So I actually got to learn about some of the questions that they were asked in the Rose Court. It was quite interesting to hear some of that and your preparation technique. Yes. Okay. All right. Next, I'd like to bring up Audrey Hoffman.
Woo-woo.
And Audrey, as you can see, is a star of our girls volleyball team and just came from the game tonight. And if what happens with the Monrovia game that we anticipate tonight, then you guys are going to be doing a playoff tomorrow to get into the playoffs. So 1-game playoffs. So at La Cañada High School. So good luck tomorrow. Audrey also has a 3.58 GPA. And plays volleyball, obviously, and has been taking a lot of advanced placement courses as well. And
Woo.
next we have Claire Gonzalez. And Claire has been a soccer and track athlete and has a 3.45 GPA this year and came here tonight from her job. So she's working in addition to getting good grades and being an athlete and a Rose Court finalist. So congratulations, all three of you.
Woo!
And on behalf of the school board and San Marino Unified School District, I just want to congratulate the three of you. I know that you put a lot of work into this, and it really takes a lot of courage, strength of conviction, a sense of self, and just the whole package. All three of you are amazing students, and we are so incredibly proud of you and proud of the fact that you were contenders. For us, you are all our Rose Queens. So, and you will be for this entire year. So can we get a picture of you all up here in the center with the Board of Education? And then we're gonna invite the parents to come up and join. And the illustration. All right. Keep smiling. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can we get the parents to come up and along with the principals, assistant principal, let's see. I feel. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get, yeah. Yeah, let's get each one of them and the rest of us, yeah. Principal and assistant principal, you need to be present. Okay, brother. Okay, so let's, got it? Yeah. Okay, so now let's switch out and have, Danica, you want to come up with your family? Yeah. Okay, well, we'll be your family. Okay. All right. Okay, French back, bring your chest. Okay, here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Congratulations. Yes, congrats. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. Congratulations. So much. Right. Bye, good night. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. 8, public comment. The Board of Education has adopted Board Policy 9323B to ensure the public's right to be heard in any matter pertaining to the San Marino Unified School District. Person who wish to provide public comment will have three options to submit a public comment. First, submit through an online form. Did we have any submission via the online form?
There were no submissions today.
Okay. Second, request to speak during the meeting via the Zoom. Mr. Hong, please pause the meeting for 1 minute to collect the public comment.
1 minute starts now. Communications from the audience regarding matters not on the agenda or items in the consent, information, and action sections, please provide your comments now. If you would like to request to speak during the meeting, please press the raise hand icon to make a request. If you're dialing in from home, please dial *9 to make a request, or please submit a public comment card. There is approximately 35 seconds left. We do not have any members online wishing to speak.
Okay. Third, request to speak during the meeting in person via the public comment card. Do we have any submission via the public comment card? Okay, thank you. Okay, with that, we conclude for the public comment. 9, consent section. Do I have a motion to approve the consent section from the 9A to 9G?
Move to approve consent section 9A through G.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, Mr. Song,
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan,
Aye.
Mrs. Gill,
Aye.
Mr. Chen, I, and the student board member Book. Motion carry. 10, communication section. A, communication from the Board of Education. We ask each board member take no more than the 3 minutes to speak their communication. Mr. Song first.
Thank you, President Chang. I got a chance to do the homecoming, the parade. It's my first homecoming parade participations. And it was exciting. I didn't know what it's about until I experienced that. I get to have a lot of candy throwing it to the kid, and they love this. And I didn't know it was such a long distance. So I kind of ran out of candy in the middle of it. Mrs. Shelley kind of yelled at me, but it's okay. and I get to also experience the homecoming, the hoop ball. I mean, we did it really well. Maybe too well, and it was a really exciting game. And I'm also surprised that we have a concession with the hot chicken sandwich. It was really nice too. And yeah, I got to experience a lot of good spirit in the San Marino, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mrs. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. I attended the new family mixer put on by the San Marino Schools Foundation. As always, they do such a nice event at the old mill. Thank you, Dr. Delatorre, for speaking and kind of introducing the new family to our school district. San Marino High School parent party. Okay, Ben has gone, so I don't need to talk about it now. No, the parent party, he's gone. Ben's gone. All right, so the parent party was very successful, a lot of fun at the Ice House. Although we did not win the Dodger game ticket suites or whatever we were supposed to. We were promised the Dodger suites, but we didn't get them, right? Linda and I have two, so yes. Mid-Autumn Festival, the kickoff, that was really nice in a palatial mansion that we were that hosted it, and really just nice event, good mixer. Hunter, you were there, right? Hunter was there. I think all of city council was there, right? City council was there. All of the school board was there. So nice event to kick off. So if you haven't, please support our Mid-Autumn Festival. It is a great opportunity for you to come out and support our students. And then the homecoming parade. Mr. Sung, I didn't yell at you about the candy. You threw it all out in the first, he just like threw a bag out and it hit like 4 children in the face and everything. And so.
They're
now-
happy though.
Yeah, yeah, but they're getting ice packs. So anyways, that was a lot of fun for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And then we had our student board member, also take a bag of candy. I don't know what he did with it. I didn't see him throw anything out.
Principals were wait, I they went to the principals.
Oh. Oh, so the principals ate all the candy. Okay. Okay. All right. So I wasn't the candy police, but I did want to thank Jennifer for going out and getting 150 pounds of candy. Yeah. Thank you for helping the dental program here at San Marino. All right. So it's yours.
Okay, next, Mrs. Gill.
I too attended the new family meeting that the foundation hosted at the Old Mill, and I feel like that event just gets better and better each year. Very well attended, and we're so excited to have all those new families and the great response to that party. I attended homecoming. Thank you to ASB for hosting us for the parade. Thank you to the city for waiving our fees for for the parade. We always appreciate you. Thank you, Councilmember Chang and Mayor Gretchen. The meeting that the city hosted last week, where the school board and the city council shared our overlapping, our issues and not our issues, our work for the city and for the school district. Was really informative. Thank you. And hopefully well attended online. As in person, it was a smaller audience than this, which we're so happy to have this many people here tonight. So thank you. We had some great updates on all the public works projects and Lacey Park, which, so many of our school kids take advantage of and our benefit from Lacey Park. So we really love that. And we gave them an update on Measure M, which thank you to the community for the overwhelming support for our school district for that. Fall Fair at Valentine, always a great event. And then also like to wish Jennifer De La Torre a happy birthday. She celebrated this past weekend. We appreciate all you do for us. So thank you. That's it.
Thank you. I attend most of they just mentioned. Addition, I want to mention I was invited to the grand opening for the USC K-Medicine outpatient center at Pasadena. I realized after I have a tour, this is a big investment. Yeah, I think it's very beneficial to the Pasadena, San Marino community people. Yeah, yeah, they have a new equipment and they also have a state of art and the setup, everything. Yeah. And I also talked to the USC interim president, Dr. Kim, and also the USC School of Medicine dean. Yeah, look like this ending, happy ending. I think it caused several years, as you know, in the Fair Oak. Yeah, out of traffic issue, and finally they conclude. Besides that, I missed the San Marino High School PTA party. And also I miss PTA, Valentine PTA fair. I feel sorry because I have a family engagement, yeah, so I did miss this too. Yeah, thank you. Next, let's go to the communication from the student board member.
Thank you. San Marino High School recently celebrated a spirited homecoming week, marked by themed dress-up days, lively lunchtime activities, and a high-energy pep rally that brought the student body together. The week culminated in a well-attended homecoming football game, where marching band, cheer, and the dance team energized the crowd. During halftime, we also saw the homecoming court nominations for all 4 grades. To build school spirit district-wide, ASB officers visited Valentine, Carver, and Huntington Middle School to share the Spirit Week themes and invite the younger students to the parade, which I thought was a pretty good show out from definitely the younger kids. Overall, the week strengthened community pride and showcased the strong traditions that unite San Marino schools.
Thank you. Next, communication from the superintendent.
Thank you, President Chang, members of the Board of Education. First of all, I would like to call your attention to the display in the back of the room. Ms. Harrison, would you mind, since you're the closest to that, could you just sort of point it to this direction? We had a board member request that we have our board goals that were established for the 25-26 year prominently displayed in the board room so that we can make sure that we're consistently focused on the 4 goals that have been set for the work that we are doing this year. So I'd like to thank our Public Information Officer, Rochelle Meyer, who's here. Thank you so much for getting that to us as quickly as possible. And I'd like to thank the Board of Education, of course, for authorizing the Public Information Officer as a position in our school district. She's doing a wonderful job, really helping support the work, and her communication and writing skills are outstanding. So thank you so much to the Board of Education for having her here. And Rochelle, thank you for getting this done so quickly for our Board of Education. So we will have that displayed here throughout the year. When we change the goals, we have the ability to swap that out and update goals if necessary. The second thing I wanted to mention to the Board of Education is that on our next agenda, Dr. Lena Richter will be delivering a presentation on the CAS scores, and to just reaffirm to the public and our parents that we remain as one of the state's top performing school districts in ELA and math and science. So that is something that we are very proud of and that we look forward to bringing forward to the Board of Education and to our community. Also, just wanted to let everyone know that Dr. Lena Richter and Mary Hazlett and Michelle Cota are working hard on a dual enrollment class at Huntington Middle School in cooperation with PCC. So we'll be telling you a little bit more about that in the near future, but that is something that we do want to bring to our middle school and has not existed in the past. So I think that's a wonderful opportunity for our students to be able to take a college class while in middle school. In addition to that, the San Marino High School has been successful in partnership with 2 local providers to offer internships for our mid-arts students at San Marino High School. So we're very excited about getting that ball rolling in the right direction. And we'd like to thank President Chang for all of his help and support in paving the way for future internships, and really appreciate and acknowledge his connection with the medical profession and allowing us to be connected with people who can help our students really be successful in this endeavor. And that's it.
Thank you. I do have one more request. Since we have such wonderful banner for promote our goal, I think we are 4 or 5 can be also the model and then take picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
want your photographs up at your headshot?
Later.
I don't see all heads nodding on that one. I think we'll just put yours there.
Okay. So, okay. Okay, 11 information item, 11A, Major M update. I would like to turn it over to Superintendent Dr. Territory and Dr. Choi to update the board on the progress and the current standing of Major M.
Thank you, President Chang, members of the board, student member Rowan, and executive team. Since our last update about 2 weeks ago, we have continued to make steady progress on both Tier 1 and early impact projects. In a moment, CJ will share more details on where we stand and what's coming next. It was also great to highlight several of the Measure M projects at the joint meeting with the City of San Marino last week. Our Board of Education did a stellar job representing the district and sharing our plans and progress with the community. Our bond subcommittee, which includes our board president and vice president, continues to meet regularly with me, Superintendent Dr. Delatorre, our bond program manager, CJ Nolan, and public information officer, Rochelle Meyer, to go over progress, upcoming milestones, and community communications. We are also keeping the community informed through our Measure M webpage. And we recently launched Measure M Alerts, where interested members of the community can sign up to get email and text updates about our projects. We also continue to highlight the important work of our Bond Oversight Committee, which helps ensure transparency and accountability in the use of Measure M funds. We have a Bond Oversight Committee webpage that includes meeting agendas and schedules, and the committee is, the next meeting is scheduled for November 20th, 2025 at 5 p.m. right here in the district boardroom. With that, I'll turn it over to CJ, who will share the latest updates on our ongoing and upcoming projects.
Good evening, President Chang, members of the board, Superintendent Dr. De La Torre. Since our last update, we have advanced multiple bond-funded efforts across planning, procurement, and the early design phases for our major projects. Starting with program and procurement, we've completed the RFPs for survey, underground detection, and geotechnical services, and those will be recommended for award at the next board meeting. We're currently drafting our RFQs for our California Environmental Quality Act consultant and our leaseback contractor. With our leaseback contractor, the board will be approving a set of criteria that pre-qualifies the contractors to apply and submit their applications to join our pool of leaseback contractors. On the agenda for this evening, we have one of the items is very fitting for the weather today is a Garland dry zone roof repair program, excuse me. This program provides immediate leak responses within 48 hours to any leak on any of our roofs. It allows us to have a uniform accounting of our roof warranties and and a centralized inspect. So the roofing manufacturer will actually inspect the repairs that are being made, ensuring that our roofs are warranted for the full 20 years. It also gives us some standardized pricing and cost controls for these roof repairs. So it will serve as an open purchase order that as roof leaks come up during the rainy months, we'll be able to quickly address those through that service. Our second item that we have on the agenda for this evening is PQ bids. Now, PQ bids is a bid management and pre-qualification services platform where contractors are able to pre-qualify for construction work in the district by submitting their financials, their safety record, and any other information that's required as part of our pre-qualification process. Another service that they provide as part of their program is what's called a CUPCA management, CUPCA contractor management, where they will go through our CUPCA contractors, which are contractors that are pre-qualified to allow us to informally bid some of our smaller projects that are less than $200,000, where we don't have to go through the formal bid procedures that really extend the timelines of some of these projects. This will assist with some of the projects that we've had some difficulty bidding, like the concessions restroom refresh and some other minor projects across the district. So it'll really advance some of our early impact projects by having this CUPCA management list approved, CUPCA management service. Excuse me. Furthermore, as part of our early impact projects, we really made some progress as we've had 4 different playground manufacturers walk each of our playgrounds across the district at both of both of our elementary schools. They are all working on providing several options for us to review with staff and the board and we're expecting to have those within about 2 weeks or so from today. Furthermore, we've also had shade structure manufacturers provide some samples of what shade structures would work over our existing playgrounds and over our drop-off and pickup locations at Carver and Valentine Elementary School. One of those manufacturers said that they just developed a new pre-approved DSA product for those drop-off areas, and we're excited to hopefully get a rendering or some information to share with you guys over the next week or so. Furthermore, at the high school, we received a rough order of magnitude estimate to provide HVAC at our 2 existing gymnasiums. So right now, it looks like it would be an approximate construction cost of $2.5 million to install permanent HVAC at the gymnasiums. Lastly, we have finalized our recommendation for the synthetic turf, and we will be submitting that for the next board meeting. As far as our major projects go, our architects and design team have further developed the site plans for each of the 3 sites and are working towards scheduling our user group meetings. We are sending out questionnaires this week to each of those user groups so we can start to get their minds working towards how they envision and use their current space and the needs that they will have in a new space. With that concludes my update, and I'm open for any questions.
Any question? Comment?
I would love it if you would explain to the board and the community the advantages of the lease-back and why we're going to go with that type of.
Absolutely. So the lease-back process, which is a contract procurement process for a general contractor. Most people are familiar with a traditional hard bid where a district will take the lowest out of bids received for a construction project. What that results in is often an adversarial relationship between the district and your contractor, where the outcome is usually more change orders during the course of a project. When you have a lease-back contract, what you're doing is you're interviewing and you're partnering with the general contractor before the design is even complete. So there's two main contract components to a lease-back contract. There's the pre-construction services, and then there is the actual construction. In the pre-construction services, the contractor is brought in during design to review plans and perform constructability on the drawings. And then once the constructability is completed on their end, they provide what's called a guaranteed maximum price for the project. So by reviewing those plans and doing the constructability on the drawings, they are able to identify any potential issues that the drawings may have and mitigate those change orders during a project. In my experience, this results in a partnership between the district and the contractor where you're not experiencing change orders. You have a qualified contractor that is willing to work with the district and meet each other's needs.
Any more questions? Okay, with that, thank you so much for your report. Next, 11B, 2025 to 2026 elementary board goal presentation. I would like to turn it over to 2 principals of elementary school to present the 2025 to 2026 elementary board goal.
Good evening, Board President Chang, esteemed members of the board, Dr. De La Torre, and members of the executive team. Principal Caldwell, Assistant Principal Pearson, and myself are here tonight to share with you how the elementary schools are supporting the 4 board goals this year at our sites. The first goal is evaluate and enhance an environment of safety and wellness. And safety and wellness is a main focus at our elementary schools as we put in continuous efforts to improve the safety of our schools and the well-being of our students and staff. We will continue our annual safety trainings and drills as we teach and practice procedures for an earthquake, fire, and critical incident. We continue to use our safety tools such as Catapult EMS and value our close partnership with San Marino Police and Fire Departments. In fact, SMPD is on our campuses frequently to check on how things are going, interact with students and families, especially during our school and PTA events. Both elementary schools are continuing our implementation of positive behavior interventions and supports, known as PBIS, as we both received Platinum Implementation Awards from California PBIS for our work last school year. We are now model schools for PBIS and have already had visitors from other school sites visit our campuses this year to learn about our practices and our successful implementation. We continue to collaborate with our PBIS site teams to strengthen our practices, provide ongoing training for teachers, and foster school cultures that are safe, positive, and equitable, where every student and staff member feels successful, supported, and connected. Many teachers, staff members, and administrators have already completed training for restorative practices, and this year we plan to develop a new cohort of teachers interested in continued professional development. Restorative practices have proven to be especially valuable in the elementary schools because they align so well with the developmental needs of our students. At this stage, students are still learning how to communicate, manage emotions, and build positive relationships. Restorative practices such as classroom circles or morning meetings, reflective conversations, and peer mediation create opportunities for students to connect with one another, express their feelings, and learn empathy in a safe and supportive environment. By focusing on relationships and understanding rather than punishment, these practices teach children how to resolve conflicts respectfully and take responsibility for their actions. This approach not only prevents small disagreements from escalating into bigger problems, but also reduces disciplinary issues like office referrals and suspensions. In doing so, restorative practices help build a more positive and inclusive school environment where students feel heard, respected, and valued, which is fulfilling their essential need for belonging. As we cultivate safety and wellness at our schools, it involves community involvement and awareness, as well as clear communication to all of our educational partners. We're blessed to have such wonderful and involved parents, our PTAs and community members who are invested in keeping our students safe. We will continue to have our site safety teams review and analyze our comprehensive school site safety plans in collaboration with our school site councils and the San Marino Police and Fire Departments. Our school counselors are continuing to teach second step social emotional learning curriculum to our students throughout the school year as students learn skills for learning and growth mindset, empathy and kindness, emotion management, problem solving, and bully prevention lessons during the month of October. And we want our parents informed about all the resources that we have available at both schools. And we have information about the Titan Wellness Center available in our parent-student handbooks. And we'll continue to promote that partnership with this wellness center in our weekly newsletters. In the first 40 days of this school year, the elementary schools have referred 8 students to the wellness center, and 25 students are currently receiving services. Being data-driven in school safety and wellness is crucial because it allows administration to make informed decisions that truly meet students' needs. By tracking things like behavior incidents, interventions, attendance, wellness concerns, our schools can identify trends and intervene before small issues become bigger problems. Data also helps measure the effectiveness of our programs, ensuring resources are used where they have the most impact. Using data promotes fairness by revealing disparities in how students experience safety and support. And when decisions are based on evidence, trust grows among our students, staff, and families, and the overall school climate improves. In this way, a data-driven approach not only addresses problems, but also builds a safer, more supportive environment. This summer, we also updated both elementary parent-student handbooks to include information on all of our school climate programs, such as PBIS and restorative practices. And this was really based on parent feedback from last year, and we really want our parents to be well-informed so they can partner with us around student discipline, safety, and wellness. And so this collaborative nature that the elementary schools have with all educational partners allows us to be true community schools and serve our students and our families at the highest caliber. The elementary schools are also supporting Board Goal 2 by ensuring we maintain and implement fiscal health and sustainability at both Carver and Valentine. Enrollment has increased at both elementary schools this year. However, we are maintaining our low class size average of 24 or fewer students in grades TK through third grade and 28 or fewer students in fourth and fifth grade. And small class size averages really matter in the elementary grades because they allow teachers to give more individualized attention to each student. In smaller classes, teachers can better understand what each child's learning style is, provide timely support, and address academic and social emotional needs through early intervention. Students benefit from more meaningful interactions, stronger relationships with their teacher, and a classroom environment that feels safe and manageable. We are committed to maintaining site budgets that support school-specific needs through collaboration and regular review of our budgets with business services and accounting to ensure long-term fiscal health. With human resources, we have regular reviews of staffing to ensure alignment with student needs and ongoing evaluation of curricular resources. We want to ensure that every student receives the right level of support to be successful at our schools. With our strong school communities, we have ongoing support from PTA, San Marino Schools Foundation, Partnership for Awareness, San Marino Chinese Club, Rotary, and generous parent donations. We are engaging in collaborative conversations with staff and community partners to secure grants and use funds appropriately from Prop 28 and Arts, Music, and Instructional Materials Block Grant. We continue to partner with the PTA to support fundraising efforts and strategically allocate the funds to address high impact needs across our campuses. Last year, the PTA raised a record amount, which was reinvested into critical positions and programs at the elementary schools that directly benefit our students and enrich their educational experience. So we have lastly also conducted needs assessments and developed a master plan to keep our facilities functional, attractive, and high quality. This proactive approach ensures that investments are strategic and cost-effective, supporting both long-term fiscal health and sustainable student-centered learning environments.
Thank you, Mrs. Principal McAlpine. And good evening, Board President, Dr. De La Torre, board members, and executive team. I'm going to speak about Goal C. So under Goal C, our focus is on fostering community awareness and the understanding of San Marino's mission and vision. The first key point is that we are celebrating and communicating achievements by regularly highlighting student milestones and accomplishments across classrooms and activities. This is being accomplished through principal newsletters, PTA updates, and teacher communications. Within these communications, we are showcasing the high levels of student and staff engagement happening every day. Additionally, we continue to make it a point to publicly recognize the valuable contributions of our PTA and community partners. Their support plays a big role in our school's achievements. To the next point, we're strengthening communication and consistent messaging by leveraging tools and technology to tell our story more effectively and ensure consistent messaging across our school sites. We are developing model talking points for our staff, parents, and students to promote unified communication. And also, we take pride that we are helping the school community better understand key initiatives such as positive behavior intervention support, PBIS, UDL, universal design for learning, SEL, social and emotional learning, and restorative practices, echoing what Mrs. McAlpine said, by consistently sharing updated information for these initiatives at PTA meetings, staff meetings, and with our grade level chairs. And then our last key point is we're working to foster a responsive and supportive school culture by emphasizing Nordstrom-like customer service, creating welcoming and respectful experiences for all who interact with our schools. We are focusing on being responsive to the needs of our community by listening, reviewing, and responding to their input through surveys, discussions, and continuous conversations. And we're also expanding our staff training in restorative practices and helping the staff understand the benefits so that all students feel supported and heard. And most recently, as Principal McAlpine shared, echoing that, we are having our newest staff members trained in restorative practices, which is just another example of how we're showing our commitment to a supportive school culture. Together, we truly feel these efforts for Goal C will ensure that our mission and vision are not only communicated, but also experienced through every interaction in San Marino.
Good evening, Dr. De La Torre, President Chang, esteemed board members, and executive team. It gives me great pleasure to speak to some of what Carver and Valentine are doing relative to the board goal of preparing our students for postgraduate success. First, around the idea of student-centered and inclusive learning, both Carver and Valentine are well into our journeys, as we've heard, for positive behavior intervention supports, PBIS. With both schools having earned platinum recognition by the state this year, you should know that neither school is resting on our laurels. Both of us are marching forward to improve our existing platinum recognized systems with the aim of continual growth and development of our PBIS practices. At Carver, our PBIS student store is all the rage among our students, staff, and parents. Valentine continues to provide weekly heart raffles, and we'll do so much more. At both Carver and Valentine, we are well into the school-wide implementation of universally designed lessons, that is, differentiation of learning to meet students where they are. This year, the teachers at both schools will be engaged in learning walks across 3 different UDL non-judgmental walkthrough days. We are very excited about this, as teachers learn best by having direct access to being in each other's classrooms during instruction. Both Carver and Valentine have significant numbers of staff trained in restorative practices, as we've heard, community building circles. Thanks to the support of Dr. De La Torre and Dr. Richter, we will be offering this training again to interested staff this year. Both our schools are focusing on small group instruction as a way to meet students where they are by building classroom processes whereby teachers can work with small groups of students within their classrooms to enhance and support their learning as needed. Teachers from both Valentine and Carver will be presenting small group instruction strategies to their colleagues during our Professional Learning Day on November 10th. We had teachers do this last year, and it was very well received. Underpinning all that we are doing is the idea that students thrive when they are able to engage in productive struggle. Think of game strategy or weightlifting. If the task is too easy, they gain nothing and get bored and distracted. If the task is too hard, they gain nothing and get frustrated. Our teachers are well versed in supporting our students' continual growth through productive struggle. As we all know and are infinitely proud of, Carver and Valentine are top performing elementary schools in California and the nation. Again, we do not rest on our laurels. Both Carver and Valentine teachers have engaged in data inquiry cycles for the past 2 years. They do this work to better understand the learners in their classrooms, their strengths and challenges, so that they can apply the principles of UDL and productive struggle to help them grow. This year, each grade level team at both schools will be coming up with action plans based upon their current student performance data. These plans will include SMART goals around continued growth for all of their students, all of them. Our teachers and staff are simply the best. The performance data at both schools bears that out year over year over year. Carver and Valentine are both working with broader teams to strategically implement AI into our learning repertoire as a way to both personalize learning and interventions. Both of our schools have long histories of school-wide cultural events, and we always appreciate when the board shows up to our Lunar New Year celebrations. Carver has a long-standing award-winning student council celebrated here at the boardroom. Valentine launched its inaugural student council last spring. They are up and running this year. Both of us are proud to provide this opportunity to support the growth and development of student leadership at our elementary schools. One of the things that not everyone knows, but that is a powerful example of student-led initiative, is our student involvement in planning lunch menus for our schools. Both our fall and spring student councils work with our amazing food service directors, Munira Begali, to learn about the nutritional requirements for school lunches. They then use that knowledge to plan an entire menu for a month in both the fall and the spring. Yes, students pick the menu, and yes, it conforms to the state and federal guidelines. Finally, both schools work hard to embed social emotional learning for our staff, students, and families. All of our classrooms at both sites have classroom SEL libraries and common corners. Our counselors have robust SEL libraries that they readily share with the teachers, staff, and families. We also have student-friendly SEL resources available in our school libraries. Many students at both Carver and Valentine bring rich global experiences to our schools, and our teachers are adept at helping to tie those experiences to the learning that happens in their classes. We are uniquely blessed to work in such an amazing and richly rounded school system. There are many reasons that Carver and Valentine are top performing elementary schools. Perhaps the most significant is that the folks at every level of our district and community have the shared goal of helping our students to excel. These same folks engage in highly visible support, and our students see this. It inspires them to do their best. Last slide, sir. Whitney, Samantha, and I offer a debt of gratitude to our superintendent, our school board, the executive team, and our community for their continual support and expectation of excellence. Our students thrive as part of our elementary schools in San Marino Unified School District because of all of you. Thank you.
Any question, comment?
I just want
comment?
to thank our principals and our assistant principal for a wonderful presentation. I think it just speaks so highly of what our students and families and our schools represent for our community in terms of your leadership and the school climate that you guys have created, which is wonderful. So I just want to thank you for your hard work. That was it. It wasn't a question.
Thank you. I love that each year, I feel like our elementary schools are more and more aligned. And I think that's a wonderful thing. And it's such, it's attributed to your leadership. So thank you.
Okay.
He wants-
Yeah,
Great
great job.
He wants to say.
I'm very impressed that you said Nordstrom like customers. So, I rarely go to Nordstrom, but the last time my wife kind of dragged me in there, and I kind of realized that when you buy shirts from Nordstrom, they actually feeding for you for free. I was like, wow, I never seen this. I usually go Lost or something like that. So you kind of click on me that I kind of align with what you guys saying, because you're gonna fit into the each kids and customize the parents and kids, and we're gonna fit into that. I guess this is how you guys come up with the wording. There's some like custom services. I really appreciate it. And my kid is fifth grade now. We've been in the summer, the Valentine for a really long time, and it's been long journey. But it seems like you guys doing always improving and doing better and better. So I wish I can stay longer, but I really appreciate it. Your services. Thank you.
Thank you all of your time and effort. Is that Steven Paul, you want to have something to say, compare before and now?
You want to go back to elementary school?
Well, I went out and I played, I was on the Carver, handball courts.
Oh,
Yeah, so
They're pretty good. I don't remember them being that good at the game when I was there.
yeah.
It's new rules. They were.
Yeah. It's tough.
They have to make rules to beat somebody that's got the height in.
They're pretty, I mean, they.
You got beat by elementary school?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know how well they play.
Okay. I lost. Okay, I got down to the last guy, and I lost because when I hit the ball, it went over the wall. So it's not like excuses. Exactly.
Great job. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
great
you.
job. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
lovely
you.
evening.
Good night.
Okay, next we are going to action item. I would like to turn it over to Dr. Lina Richter to present the resolution number 6.
Thank you, President Chang, members of the board, Student Board Member Burke, Dr. Delatorre, Superintendent, and Executive Cabinet. As many of us recognize, National Red Ribbon Week is the nation's oldest and largest drug prevention awareness program. Each year in October, our communities celebrate Red Ribbon Week to help raise awareness of the dangers of drugs through drug prevention activities and living a drug-free life. This year's National Red Ribbon Week is the week of October 23rd through October 31st, 2025, and the official theme for this year is Life is a Puzzle, Solve It Drug-Free. To continue to raise awareness and strengthen our commitment, staff would like to present the following resolution to make a visible statement and commitment to a drug-free lifestyle. Therefore, this evening, staff is recommending that the San Marino Unified School Board of Education adopt resolution number 6 in support of Red Ribbon Week in the community of San Marino.
Okay, by the way, thank you for PTA Council President Marisa Carey here.
Yes, and I'm going to introduce her,
Oh.
hopefully after you adopt resolution number 6.
To approve resolution number 6.
Second,
Local, Mr. Song,
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan,
aye.
Mrs. Gill,
Aye.
Mr. Chen, I, and Student Board Member Book.
Aye.
Motion carry.
Thank you. And Ms. Kelly, thank you for your patience. Our district is fortunate and honored to have you here tonight. Ms. Marissa Kelly is the president for Partnership for Awareness this year, and she is also the San Marino Unified PTA Council President for 25-26. She selfishly shares her a lot of her free time to support our SMUSD community. And tonight she's going to share a little bit more about Red Ribbon Week and all the many, many activities that are planned at all of our schools. So Marissa Kelly, thank you so much for being here tonight, and thank you for serving our community.
And may I add that she is the best baker on
Mhm.
planet Earth. If you've ever tried her cookies, they are absolutely to die for.
Thank you. And I also want to reiterate, my daughter was a TA at the summer school for SMUSD, and she also got beaten in handball. And she's a TA. So they're really, these
I
kids
think
are
we're
like
just
phenomenal
really
athletes.
great negotiators.
Yeah. So Partnership for Awareness, along with PTA and ASB, is proud to sponsor Red Ribbon Week at our schools next week and the week after for HMS. PFA exists because of our community's longstanding commitment to our students' physical and mental health and well-being. Sponsorships across the district have supported Red Ribbon Week since 1979. This funding for PFA provides valuable parent and education programs, and more recently, SMUSD Wellness Center and school site grants, usually around the amount of about $15,000 per year. Sponsorships of the citywide anti-bias essay contest in partnership with the San Marino Anti-Bias Community Engagement Team, led by Kelly Ryan, and scholarships for SMHS graduating seniors pursuing studies aligned with PFA's mission. For Red Ribbon Week, we're happy to be bringing back the tradition of tying red ribbons in the median along Huntington Drive across from our campuses with the city's permission. Our hardworking school site liaisons with input from our principals, counselors, PTA presidents, and ASBs have planned fun events for all our kids across campuses. Carver will be having different dress-up days, Solve It Healthy, Solve It with Kindness, Solve It with Community, And they'll also be giving out a puzzle keychain and color changing pencils for the kids to celebrate. And Jenny Mao and Lauren Parsons are the PFA liaisons for Carver. And then we have Anisha Tahir and Elham Mosley at Valentine for Red Ribbon Week. They're having the Ms. Pollard help with the PE team for yoga, meditation, and mindfulness on Monday. Piece of the puzzle, every school site is going to be signing pledges throughout the week and designing a poster. They also have dress-up days for peace, love, and tie-dye, and wearing school spirit wear on Friday. And they'll also be having urban elements, dance, and martial arts assemblies for the school, which is wonderful. And then across the school sites on Monday, everybody's going to wear red. So it'll be kind of nice to unify all across the sites. And then HMS, we have Karen Lai, Catherine Yu, working with ASB led by Ms. Fiona Lang. And they will celebrate actually the week after next, the week of the 27th. And again, teaming up against drugs, wearing sports gear, pajama day, too cool for drugs with sunglasses, and then wearing their Halloween costume to scare away the drugs. Like to use fun very loosely at PSA. And then at the high school, we have our liaison, Kate Rackham, the Wellness Center intern, Jessica Campbell, also assisted us, and the high school ASB led by Jose Kerr and senior Julian Collette. Monday, again, wear red. They're going to have a raffle with gift cards if you wear red. And then for Tourist Tuesday, they're going to wear Hawaiian shirts and destination shirts. And there's going to be a puzzle solving game. And again, they'll give gift cards if you participate. And then Color War Wednesdays, they have different class colors for all the different grades. And then the police department is going to come and help give out candy and remind the kids not to do drugs. And then Thursday, there's Twinning Thursday, where you can match a friend and sign a pledge. And the prize is popsicles if you participate. And then Friday is Country Club versus Country Western. And again, they'll be giving out prizes. I noticed that the high school needs a lot of incentives to participate in Red Ribbon Week, which is wonderful. And they're also going to try to get food services to serve their famous chocolate chip cookies at the high school. And you can also find programs for partnership for awareness on our website at partnershipfораwareness.org. And you'll soon be getting an announcement about our October 30th program. We'll be having Dr. Timothy Fong discussing UCLA cannabis research initiatives, talking about the impact of cannabis long-term over the brain, body, and mind, and communicating with the community about this, because there's a lot of CBD and different things that can be helpful. And then there's certain levels you just need to be more careful about. So we're going to spread awareness about that. So thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it. Thanks, Rose.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do and all that Partnership for Awareness does.
Okay, any comment? No? Okay, let's go to the 12B, developer fee compatibility report as of June 30, 2025. I would like to turn it over to Stephen Choi to present the development fee.
Thank you, President Chang, members of the board, student board member Rowan, and executive team. Item 12B is an action item for the developer fee accountability report as of June 30th, 2025. Developer fees, also known as school impact fees, are collected from new residential and commercial developments to help fund the construction and expansion of school facilities impacted by community growth. Our current developer fee rates are based on our 2023 school facility fee justification report. The school allocation board reviews and adjusts these rates every 2 years. So we plan to update our report again in 2026 to align with the state's next adjustment. As required by the government code, this annual report summarizes the total fees collected, beginning and ending balances, and includes a 5-year summary of collections and fund balances. For fiscal year 2024-25, the district collected $174,456.52 in developer fees, ending the year with a fund balance of $1,195,884.13. It is recommended the board approve the developer fee accountability report as presented.
I have a question. You mentioned about the 5 year. So what do you mean if we approve this? So mean from now to 5 year?
No, the accountability report must include a 5-year report of our fees that we have collected. So on table 3, I believe, if you scroll down to, there it is. That is the 5-year
So
report.
you mean it show the
It
5
just shows a historical,
Uh-huh.
yep.
And then how often we will change the rate?
So the state revises their rates
Mhm.
every 2 years. So
Mhm.
we try to coincide with that. So once the state is planning to revise their rates end of January, early February.
Mhm.
And our plan is to revise our rates soon after that. But we have to conduct a justification fee report first.
So we collect the development fee for the school district. Is that they also have a fee for the city, right? They don't.
Well, we work in partnership with the city because the city of San Marino does collect the fees on behalf of the district.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yes.
So that only for the school district, not the fee not share with the city, no?
No, the fees that are collected through the city of San Marino, the developer fees, are school impact fees, and they come to us. The school, the city of San Marino actually collects them and then transfers the money over to the school district.
Any more question?
No, but we've really benefited over between 22 and 23, the rise in interest rates was really helpful for our fund balance. And what are some of the projects that we have done using these?
Well, as you can see, we have not spent a whole lot in
Right.
terms of the developer fees. But as we approach with Measure M projects in line, we can take advantage of this revenue source.
Great, thank you.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve the development fee?
Move to approve?
Roll call.
Second.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Yeah. Roll call, Mr. Song.
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan.
Aye.
Mr. Skier.
Aye.
Mr. Chen, aye. And the student board member Book. Motion carried. Next, let's go to 12C, parcel tax accountability report 2024 to 2025.
Thank you again, President Chang, members of the board, student member Rowan, and executive team. The San Marino Unified School District benefits from 2 parcel taxes that are vital to maintaining the quality of our education programs. These funds help support classroom instruction, manage class sizes, attract and retain excellent staff. To ensure transparency, we provide an annual parcel tax accountability report showing how these funds are spent. Let's begin with Measure R. First approved by voters in 1991 and renewed several times, most recently this past June with 77% voter approval, Measure R collects $415 per parcel, adjusted annually for inflation, and generates about $1.7 million per year. It is valid for 6 years and will expire in 2031. For 2024-25, Measure R funded 11.5 full-time equivalent positions, including teachers across all grade levels, a counselor, a systems analyst, and a site tech media specialist, totaling $1,742,849.47. Turning to Measure E, first passed in 2009 and renewed multiple times as well, collects $1,052.63 per parcel with an inflation adjustment factor and generates just over $4 million annually. Measure E is set to expire in 2027. In 24-25, Measure E supported 28.4 full-time equivalent positions, including teachers at all school levels, a counselor, technology staff, totaling $4,407,190.79. It is recommended that the Board of Education approve the parcel tax accountability report for the 24-25 fiscal year as presented.
Any question? If not, do I have a motion to approve the 2024 to 25 parcel tax accountability report?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second?
Mr. Song,
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan,
Aye.
Mrs. Gill,
Aye.
Mr. Chen, aye, and the student board member Mook.
Aye.
Motion carry. 12D, San Marino Teacher Association tentative agreement. I would like to turn it over to Dr. Lina Richter to present the SMTA tentative agreement.
Thank you, President Chang. This evening, staff brings to the Board of Education for consideration the tentative agreement between the district and the San Marino Unified School District Teachers Association. We would like to thank the Teachers Association for their collaboration during negotiations this past year. The spirit of partnership and mutual respect made it possible to reach an agreement that supports both our teachers and our students. This evening, staff is respectfully recommending that the Board of Education approve the tentative agreement, which includes a mutually agreed upon date for submitting final grades, clarification on utilization of leave provisions, a March 1st intent to return notification for employees that may be on leave, clarification on minimum day absence reporting, and a one-time off-schedule payment in the amount of 3% of the employee's 25-26 placement on the salary schedule prior to an ongoing salary increase of 2.3%.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. Any question?
Those are the highlights of the tentative agreement.
Any question? Comment?
No, but thank you to you and to Dr. Rose for your hard work on this and to the Teachers Association as well for coming to the table.
Thank you.
Okay,
Move to approve.
do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, Mr. Song.
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan,
Aye.
Mrs. Gill,
Aye.
Mr. Chen, aye, and the student board member Book.
Aye.
Motion carry.
Thank you.
12E, management, administrative, confidential, and unrepresentative tentative agreement. I would like to turn it over to Dr. Lina Richter to present the management confidential and the unrepresentative tentative agreement.
Thank you, President Chang. Tonight, I'm also pleased to present for your consideration the tentative agreement for management, administrative, confidential, and unrepresented employees. The proposed tentative agreement aligns with the recent agreement reached with our represented groups and union groups, labor partners, and demonstrates our shared commitment to fair and competitive compensation for all employees who contribute to the success of our students and our schools. The agreement before you is very similar to the one with our SMTA agreement. It's effective July 1st, 2025, and it is again a one-time off-schedule payment of 3% and a 2.3 ongoing salary increase consistent with the SMTA employment group agreement that was just shared with the board. These agreements are fiscally responsible and within the district's adopted budget parameters. Therefore, staff respectfully recommends that the Board of Education approve the tentative agreement for the management, administrative, confidential, and unrepresented employee group as presented.
Any question? Comment?
I move to approve.
Any second?
Second.
Roll call, Mr. Song.
Aye.
Mrs. Ryan,
Aye.
Mrs. Gill,
Aye.
Mr. Chen, aye, and the student board member Book.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Next, 13, board superintendent discussion item.
Okay.
Well, I think, oh, by the way, is that we are going to join for trick or treat or no?
Are we going to trick or treat?
Trunk or treat.
Yeah.
Great.
I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
were telling me that.
yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah,
so
okay. I think that
What's the deadline?
deadline, I think is Thursday, right?
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
notify.
okay.
Yeah.
We didn't last year, did we, the school board?
I think, no, we did the year before. We had
We
our
did?
community liaison, go there, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure. But we'll talk to, Brenda, I think would be the person, right? Brenda?
Yes,
Mhm.
Brenda Chang.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll talk with her and see if she has an interest in participating.
Okay, they notify me, no matter what, they ask to notify them.
Yeah, I think they're changing the format a little bit. It looks like it's going to be great fun for all the kids, so.
I think the 2 years ago, there was a help for promo for the school district, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, if there's no more discussion, I think.
move to
meeting
adjourn,
adjourn
yeah.
At 8:26 PM.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.